Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. Um, ooh, this week and this month for me has been a little difficulty health-wise, specifically when it comes to allergies. I have been hit up bad. It has tipped off my eczema. Oh my God. So I'm hoping that you had a much better week and much better September than I did. But nevertheless, I'm here. I have what I need, and I'm grateful. Okay, so I was I wanted to come to you today and for a reading, or to do a reading concerning the migrant situation and outright crises in some areas. It's been all over the news, social media. Americans and people who are foreign, but they're rightfully here. They have their paperwork and everything. Everybody's wondering what's going on. Why are all these people allowed to come through our borders to specific states where we have to house them and you know feed them, which I don't have a problem with. Everybody got to feed, got to eat. Everybody needs shelter, and they're getting stipends. And I heard that they were in California. I don't know how true it is. Don't quote me. Look it up for yourself, because I surely didn't. They're being allowed to police the American citizenship. These people without proper documentation that are just coming over here are being allowed to do this. So we've had issues with them in Chicago, New York, and I'm hearing a lot about Texas. All right, so a lot of the recent refugees that I've been hearing about, anyways, are the refugees from Venezuela, and I heard that 6.1 million have left Venezuela because of political and economic turmoil and strife. Okay, that's just what I heard. Now, when they show these migrants on TV, you would expect, or at least I'm gonna say I would expect, and I've heard other people mention it, these people to look, destitute and hungry, and not that they should. I'm just saying you're a refugee, you're a migrant. You walked multiple miles supposedly, but yet and still, you see them. They got clean clothes on. They got nice shoes on. They got backpacks. They look like they look pretty healthy. They don't look like people coming and running from turmoil and poverty and war and yada yada. They don't look like that. So that's just some things that we have been noticing. All right, so I'm gonna go back to Chicago. Not too long ago, there was somewhere in Chicago where these people were being set up in a hotel in a particular area, and there were people in the surrounding area, Americans, that are like, look, we don't appreciate this. This is happening. That is happening. That's going on. This is going on. And we don't want them here in proximity to us because of the issues and the problems. And then a lot of people are saying, well, how are you doing something for foreigners when so many of our own people here in America are suffering? So I had my own opinion about that one. For me, I kind of think that there's a lot going on, but one of the things that I feel like is going on is that we're being replaced. I feel like our people are being replaced. And just to simplify it, I kind of feel like, it might not make any sense to you. Maybe it may be totally untrue, but I kind of feel like the government, the secret government, is they want to replace the American population. I kind of feel like they're tired of us. We're drug addicted. we're sick. You know, a lot of us are sickly. I think they're tired of us, you know, the over entitlement. They feel like we're over entitled. They probably feel like we're spoiled, yada yada, and they want to replace us. Also, there's a racial element to it. That's just my opinion without, you know, doing uh, any research, deep research into what is really going on. But it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to anyone else. So Texas right now, they're having a crisis. They say they got people sleeping out, you know, these migrants sleeping on the ground. You know, they're gonna have to figure out where to put them and how to make sure they eat and employ them. And in California and New York, Chicago again getting hit, and a lot of other places. Okay, so just to clarify, it's not just the Venezuela refugees who are coming in. They're coming in even from Africa at the border, coming from Haiti, different places. You know, a lot of Mexicans. You know, but yeah. So we're trying to figure out what's going on. So I wanted to do a reading and ask the cards. The cards. We want to see what the cards have to say about the migrant crisis that is going on here in America. All right. So I'm gonna just gonna mix these cards up as I focus my intent into the cards. What's really going on with the migrant crises? What is going on concerning this migrant crises? What is the truth of the matter? What is the truth of the matter? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We need to know what's going on. We're asking questions, asking the council members questions, the politicians questions, and we're not getting any answers. What is going on? Okay. I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna do 12 cards, but I'm gonna pull 4 out at a time, side by side. Okay. Wow. Whoa. So these are the 4 cards that I pulled out. The Empress, the first one. The Emperor. The Devil. And the Death card. Whoa, I gotta marinate on that for a minute. For one, they are all major arcana. Okay, major arcana. Wow. So that's major things going on. Big things to come. Okay. All right. So when I look at the Empress and the Emperor, you know what I think of? You know who I think of? You know who they remind me of? Kamala and Biden. As a matter of fact, I remember doing a reading before about an incident, and these cards, same cards kept coming out. Kamala and Biden, a woman on her throne, a man on his throne in authority. So whoever they might, I think they don't just mean one or two people. I kind of feel like as a whole, they're talking about, the cards are speaking about people in power. These are people in power who have a lot, who have everything to do with what's going on. All right. So let's get to the Devil and the Death card. Wow. All right. So let's go. We have Venus showing up, Aries, Capricorn, and Scorpio. Capricorn and Scorpio. When you see when I look at the devil card, I see people in bondage, okay? Also, the devil talks about every type of social ill or every type of negative situation that you can think of. But definitely the devil coming up in this reading, these 4 cards right here, definitely something going on that that is not meant for the good or the best of the American people, and eventually not for the migrants, okay? So that's what's coming to me. That's what's coming to my heart concerning the devil coming up in these first 4 cards concerning the situation at hand, okay? So definitely somebody is up to no good. People in power are up to no good, okay? So let's get to the death card. The death card. A man riding on a horse, carrying a flag. Now, death in the tarot is not the card that usually talks about a physical death, okay? Death talks about a major change, major transitions and stuff like that, okay? And this man in power sitting next to the devil is definitely at the head of it, and also this other person that also is on the throne too, as a woman, okay? I just use Biden and Kamala as basically the main, example of the type of power that we are dealing with. So also going back to death, like I said, usually doesn't mean a physical death, but it can. And with this card sitting next to the devil, again, that's another card that tells me that somebody is up to something, and it is not any good. Eventually, this death card next to the devil could end up talking about major death and fatality and things to happen, okay? That's going to happen. That's the horse is walking. The horse is coming through. All right. So very bad intentions. All right. And very big and major changes coming as a result of this. But like I said, not for the best of the people involved. Okay. So I'm going to pull out some more cards. All right. The world comes up. I heard a while back that when the world comes up, that is the end of the reading. So I'm going to leave it there. All right. Because I always take another card and I pull it right after the world. Because the world is definitely going to clear, the card after the world, after the end, is definitely going to clarify what is going to be the end of the matter. And here comes the Tower. All right. So the first 2 cards that I pulled out, because I pulled out 4 and then the world came, and then I put an extra one. That's Tower, that's Mars, okay? So the first 2 cards were the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. When I see 10s, I know that things are ending. Something is ending at the same time something is beginning, okay? Oh my goodness. And then the next card is the Star, and the next card is the World, and then, like I said, the Tower. I have 5, no, what am I talking about? I have 9 cards out here, and 5 of them, no, 6 of them, 7. Oh my goodness. 7 out of 9 cards are major arcana. Major arcana. Remember when I was speaking about how the death card does not necessarily talk about a physical death? But when the tower comes up, that's usually a physical death. The world has come up in my readings as a physical death. The Ten of Swords can talk about a physical death. Something is getting ready to go down. And you know what? A lot of people are going to end up unalived. And how it's gonna start in is that it's not gonna be expected. It's gonna happen all of a sudden. And this man on the horse, something is coming. Hardly any of these cards look good at all. All right. So in a minute, just as this migrant, I'm going to say it's a crisis now, because looking at these cards, I'm seeing more like a crisis. It's going to, how it began, the Ten of Swords, and then all of a sudden it's going to end. All right. And somebody's going to get what they wanted, the Star. But it's going to be the end. And the end is going to end in a lot of death, tower, destruction, unexpected events happening. You know, when I look at these cards, I kind of feel like war or civil wars. Something is on the horizon, and a lot of people, I'm just going to have to say what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of fatality in the future. A lot of bad energy coming out of this. This is not good. These cards are dark, foreboding, however you say it, and it is not good at all. So when I think of the Ten of Swords, this situation, I'm thinking ruin. Ten of Wands, it's just a lot. It's a heavy burden to carry that we cannot afford to carry. But the Star tells me this is exactly what this is exactly what the higher ups wanted. Somebody in power wanted. But the end of everything will be destruction. Now, why they have to let all these people in order to bring this about, I'm not sure. But this is definitely going to be the end of it. Okay? This is definitely going to be the end of it. And like I said, it does not look good. I have at least 3 extremely strong cards that talk about death and destruction and dying. So, wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I really want to pull out some more cards. But like I said, once that end card comes up, that usually talks about, that's what the cards wanted to say about the particular situation. All right. Another thing is coming to me as I focus on these cards is that it's going to get to the point where people here in America and the migrants are going to clash. I felt a clash. I saw a clashing. Going to clash and fight. It's going to be a battle. And there's going to be a lot of loss of life. I hate to say it. That just came up in my spirit. Death is all over this reading. Okay? And going back to the major change and transition, they are kind of like, also a population, a transition in population. Like I was saying, they're using these people to like replace other Americans, maybe certain Americans. I keep hearing, comments and rumors about they're here to replace us, the indigenous people of America, the people misnomer as Black American, African American, Afro American, Negro American, colored, and all like that. They're using these people to replace us. But before any type of replacement happens, what I'm seeing in these cards, baby, we're getting ready to rumble. It's getting ready to go down. It's going to be a major situation and skirmish between the have and the have-nots. It's going to be major fights and disruptions between these newcomers and the people who are already here, who feel, forced upon. They're being forced. These people are being forced on them, and there's going to be fights over resources. And this is exactly what people in power who don't have any good intentions for doing what they're doing. This is exactly what they want. All right. I hear we're going to have another lockdown. They're going to start opening these FEMA camps for real. We've been hearing that for decades. I know I have. It's getting ready to happen. But wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight these people. And then you already got people here already fighting each other. We have no unity. Yeah, war is coming, y'all. War is coming. Destruction. I see death coming out of this. It is not good. It is not good. And the thing I have a problem with the most is that we have all this tension between each other, racial tension, ethnic tension, and stuff like that. But we have smoke for each other, but I don't see no real smoke for the government, the politicians, the people in power. I don't see no smoke for them. I just see smoke for each other, and we're the ones who have the most to lose regardless. So yeah, it's not gonna be good. This is not good at all. In a minute they're gonna shut it down. They're gonna shut it down, and then it's getting ready to go down. I'm looking at these threes. When I see two of the same numbers, I know I'm looking at a time period. Okay, so 10, 15, 16, 7, that's an 8. We got the 2 10s. The devil was a 6, got a 7, 4, 4. We got 2 4s and 2 3s. All right. So when 3s come up, threes talk about change, for better or worse. 3s talk about change for the worse, with that tower at the end, and with all this bad energy. Okay. Also 3s, that's a time period within 3 weeks to 3 months. Things the problems are gonna start jumping off. So let me see, October, November, December, around the first of the year, stuff is getting ready to pop off. Okay. And then with the 4s, the Emperor in the death card, and death sitting on top of the tower, that's when we're gonna see a lot more people being alive all over America. And I don't think it's just because of the migrant. I don't want to blame it all on the migrants, but there are going to be clashes between the American citizens and them. But I also kind of feel like when I look at that, when I look at the devil and death card together, disease, another so-called, CBD virus, a stronger virus, stronger link coming out, and maybe even another lockdown. Oh, wow. The devil can talk about a lockdown. So you all be ready. Just get ready. Have some money on hand. Have some extra food and water on you. Have some weapons, flashlights, candles, first aid kits. Don't forget your pets. Extra dog and cat food. Extra non-perishable foods for your family. And like I said, weapons is because I see war on horizon. I see clashes. This is a lot. And it's gonna jump off between the 3rd and 4th months, okay? Or no, in 3 and 4 months, excuse me. In 3 and 4 months, it's gonna jump off. So try to stay calm and collect. Calm, cool, and collect. Talk to your family members, friends, and create a group where you can work with. You can call on to see if everybody's okay and make sure everybody know what they have. This is not a time for families to be split up and beefing, and neighbors walking around don't even speak to each other. This ain't the time. This is not the time. We're going to have to unify and try to help and be there for each other, because like I said, boy, these cards are ugly. These cards are really ugly. Yeah, really. All right. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching. Please like and share this video and stay safe. Peace.